Hey, brave sober moms. Welcome to Unit 2, The Who. So, if you haven't done it, go ahead and print out the printable. There's some journaling in there. There's a little bit of homework, and I don't know about you, but I am a paper learner. I love notes, and that might not be you. If it's not, that's okay. Just listen to this. You might have to listen to it multiple times. Whatever your fancy is, go for it, girl. So this is basically on who you are. Of course, the printable is who I am. So who you are. I have my printer wasn't working, so I have my computer screen here to help me with my notes. Programming. Everything that we believe in ourselves has been programmed into our minds. This is done by ourselves. Our perception can create our beliefs. Society at large through media, music, movies, TV shows. It could be loved ones, family and friends. It could all be good and it could all be bad, right? Or not all, but so good or bad. They could do both, which creates us. And I don't know about you, but when I got sober, hated who I was, despised myself. I thought I was the worst person in the world. I was so ashamed of the things I had done, the people I had hurt, and just who I was. Very uncomfortable with myself. Bad views. Maybe this was you too. It's a big reason why I was numbing out. If this was you, no shame. Don't shame yourself. Like, it's very common. Very common. It happens to everybody. So, the badass news, I love this. The badass news is that if we are programmed for our beliefs, then we can reprogram our beliefs. Right? I love it. Yes. We don't have to keep living life with the same beliefs, the same ideas, doing the same things. Like, we don't have to. And if you're sober, you understand that. You know that. So we're just going to go take that knowing and turn it into a feeling. Okay? That's the idea. So you are complete. You are a complete individual person. Woman. Yes. You have likes, you have dislikes. You're quirky in your own way. You're funny in your own way. You have gifts, you have callings. You have your very own perspective. No one is exactly like you. So you may have friends that have the same likes, the same dislikes, whatever, but nobody's like you. Nobody is going to have the same views like you, 100%. Not going to have the same laugh. It's all unique to you. So, on the journey and path of figuring out who we are takes being intentional on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not. And this isn't a race. It's just about you being honest and true to you. Finding yourself important enough to remember who you are, to decide what has to go and what can stay. You get to decide that. And you're important enough to do that. And you're brave enough to make those decisions and to change things up a bit, for sure. So yeah, with brave in mind, I have a definition here on brave. It's ready to face and endure danger or pain, showing courage, warrior. That's you. That's why you're in a brave, sober mom group. As women in sobriety, we have had to face some pretty gnarly stuff. Stuff about our realities, stuff about us, stuff about, well, you know, what we've done. And it's brought a lot of danger to who we were, who we are, and it has been painful for me. I don't know about you, but it's been painful. It takes a lot of courage to do what we do. So it's a warrior spirit in us. So when we start to seek out who we are, just my foot's going numb. I like to sit on my knees because I feel like it's just us. Anyways, we may be approached with things that we don't like about ourselves when we're trying to figure out who we are. And it's okay. There's actually a unit in this group on shame and condemnation. It's called The Grace. Totally recommend it. Don't skip it. Do it, especially if you're kind of having some feelings popping up here. It's amazing. So embrace the suck and decide. Decide if the crappy stuff is what you want to let go of or if you want to keep carrying it with you. You get to choose that. You get to ask yourself, is this thing something that I want to carry? Is it truly who I am? Or do I want to let it go? So I have a list here of some things that I've had to face and decide. Shame and condemnation, which this is all a journey. But that's why, yeah, I share strategies with how I let that go and how I embrace grace more in the grace unit. I cannot tell you which number it is. I don't remember, but it's labeled as the grace. So, I've had to decide this on shame and condemnation, on being lost, beliefs of unimportance, beliefs that I am unloved, beliefs that I am an awful, awful, crappy person. Whatever it is for you. On your printable, there's actually some journaling space. Go ahead and journal about it. And then if you do have a mentor, I highly recommend you bring this to them and you talk them out. And we're going to next talk about who you want to be and how you're going to get there. Because remember that we are reprogramming our beliefs and our ideas. And we get the chance to do this now that we're sober. We get to decide who we are. And it's a beautiful thing.